It's not a secret that illegal business is one of the most profitable ventures across the globe. The most popular of them, the drug trafficking, covers a major part of the revenue and all illegal criminal activities. According to the United Nations Corporation on Drug and Crime, the illegal drug trade alone attracts more than $600 billion in profit annually. These activities are always a big challenge for the government and also pose a big threat to the nation's economy and environment. Most countries have strict laws against these kinds of illegal things. Despite this, illegal businesses are expanding at an alarming rate. We have gathered some of the most unethical and illegal businesses across the globe that have left a large negative impact on many nations' economy. Bootlegging, also known as rum running, has a long and storied history as an illegal business involving the illicit transportation of alcohol. One notable instance of alcohol smuggling dates back to the American Civil War, where ships began illegally transporting cheap Caribbean rum to the United States through Florida. The primary motivation behind alcohol smuggling is often the evasion of taxes and minimum purchase prices set by governments. By engaging in illegal trade, criminals can avoid paying the necessary taxes on alcohol, thereby maximizing their profits. In the United Kingdom, for instance, it is estimated that the government fails to collect approximately $2 billion in taxes each year. However, the consequences of bootlegging extend beyond economic losses for governments. One of the significant issues associated with bootlegged alcohol is its low quality and lack of adherence to safety standards. Illegally produced or transported alcohol may be diluted, contaminated, or adulterated with harmful substances, posing serious health risks to consumers. The consumption of bootleg alcohol has been linked to thousands of deaths annually worldwide. However, the illicit nature of this business has dire consequences, including the loss of government revenue and the significant health risk posed to consumers who unknowingly consume substandard and dangerous alcohol products. While bootleg and rum running have been historically associated with the illegal alcohol trade, another illicit activity that poses significant challenges is the trafficking of cultural property. In 2003, the National Museum of Iraq in Baghdad experienced a devastating incident that highlighted the issue of cultural property theft. During the Iraq War, the museum was looted and thousands of artifacts were stolen or destroyed. This event not only resulted in the loss of valuable historical artifacts, but also raised awareness about the illicit trade of cultural property. The looting of the National Museum of Iraq was a significant blow to the cultural heritage of the region. It showcased the vulnerability of cultural sites during times of conflict and the organized nature of these criminal networks involved in the trafficking or stolen artifacts. Following the looting, efforts were made to recover the stolen items. Many of the artifacts were smuggled out of Iraq and ended up on the black market. Interpol and other international organizations collaborated with law enforcement agencies to track down and repatriate the stolen pieces. In subsequent years, a number of the stolen artifacts were recovered through various means, including raids of art dealers and auctions, as well as through the cooperation of governments and individuals concerned with preserving cultural heritage. However, many items remain missing, and the looting of the National Museum of Iraq stands as a painful reminder of the ongoing challenges in combating the trafficking of cultural property. While the trafficking of cultural property highlights the devastating impact on historical artifacts and cultural heritage, another form of trafficking that exploits individuals and their desperation in the trafficking of human organs. Every year, approximately 2,000 Indians resort to selling their kidneys illegally, driven by desperation and poverty. Shockingly, they receive as little as $5,000 for their organs, while the traffickers later sell them for as much as $200,000 per transplant. Global Financial Integrity estimates that this underground trade generates profits ranging from $600 million to $1.2 billion annually, highlighting the vast sums of money involved in this exploitative industry. In 2013, a shocking case of human organ trafficking came to light in India. The story revolves around a kidney transplant racket operated by a group of doctors in the city of Gagan, near Delhi. The racket involved luring poor individuals from various parts of the country and persuading them to sell their kidneys for money. The mastermind behind the operation was Dr. Amit Kumar, who was running a clinic called Dr. Amit Kumar's Gangoti Charitable Hospital. It was discovered that he had been involved in the illegal organ trade for over a decade. Dr. Kumar would arrange for donors and recipients to meet and facilitate the illegal kidney transplants. The victims, often from impoverished backgrounds, were promised substantial sums of money in return for their kidneys. However, they were deceived and forced into undergoing surgeries under unsafe conditions. The operations were conducted in unhygienic makeshift operation theaters, putting the lives of the donors and recipients at risk. The case gained significant media attention, leading to nationwide investigation. Eventually, Dr. Amit Kumar was arrested in Nepal in 2008 and extradited back to India. He was charged with illegal organ transplantation conspiracy and several other offenses. The trial lasted for several years, and in 2016, Dr. Amit Kumar was convicted and sentenced to 7 years in prison. Human organs trafficking is a harrowing issue that exploits individuals in desperate situations. It is not the only illicit trade that wreaks havoc on societies worldwide. Another dark and dangerous trade that plagues the world is illegal weapon trafficking. In a world plagued by violence and terrorism, there exists a dark underbelly that fuels these crimes. Illegal weapon traffickers deal from explosives, small guns, light weapons to heavy machine guns. The illegal weapon trading is directly responsible for the increase of terrorist activities around the world. As per reports, every year an estimated 63 million guns have been trafficked to India and Pakistan. It is very difficult to guess the total size of the illegal arms trade market. The United States and Africa are considered as the countries with the most illicit weapons. An estimated value of illegal arms trafficking is around $60 billion a year, which is about 20% of the total global arms trade. Speaking of illegal weapon trafficking, it is a major problem in some countries, including those in Africa and Asia. It is estimated that more than 100,000 oil barrels are smuggled out each day from various parts of the world. In Mexico, oil companies lose $700 million annually when thieves tap into their oil pipelines. Every year, a large part of the oil is attacked by the Somalia pirates on the coast of Somalia. It is estimated that illegal oil makes more than $50 billion every year. Although the illicit crude oil trade poses a significant challenge in terms of financial losses and security risks, another major issue that demands attention is wildlife trafficking. Wildlife trafficking, a lucrative criminal business, thrives on the exploitation of animals for profit. The illegal wildlife trade includes everything from exotic pets, meat, and skins of wildlife animals, freshwater turtles to monitor lizards and sharks to lions, tigers, and rhinos face the relentless pursuit of their skins, teeth, and horns. This cruel trade has caused a 5,000% increase in rhino poaching from 2007 to 2012. The profitability of wildlife trafficking is mind-blowing. In 2015 alone, this cruel industry generated around $32 billion in profits. The illegal wildlife trade poses a grave threat to endangered species and delicate ecosystems. Another dark and destructive activity lurks beneath the surface of our oceans. In the remote corner of the world, hidden beneath the shimmering waves of the vast ocean, a dark and lucrative underworld thrives. This is the story of IUU fishing, illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Our journey begins in Indonesia, a nation known for its stunning marine biodiversity. But beneath the surface, a war is being waged against the illegal plundering for its seas. Indonesia alone accounts for nearly 30% of the world's illegal fishing activities, resulting in annual loss of $23 billion. The consequences of IUU fishing are dire. It not only threatens the livelihood of coastal communities, but also disrupts entire marine ecosystems. Fish populations decline, coral reefs are destroyed, and delicate balances are disrupted, leading to a catastrophic ripple effect on the environment. While IUU fishing wrecks devastates beneath the ocean surface, one more illicit activity thrives within the intricate webs of global finance. Enter the world of money laundering, a sophisticated process that transforms illegally acquired profits into seemingly legitimate assets. Money laundering is the process of making illegally obtained profits appear legitimate. One common method is through the use of shell companies. Shell companies are legal entities without significant business operations or assets. They are often employed to conceal illegal revenues from law enforcement. Criminals integrate illicit funds into the financial systems through various means, such as cash-intensive businesses, and they engage in complex transactions to obscure the money's origins. Shell companies' aid is this process by creating a facade of legitimacy, making it challenging for authorities to trace the funds back to their illegal source. Efforts have been made to combat money laundering, including the implementation of stricter regulations, know your customer procedures, and international cooperation. However, money laundering remains a persistent global problem that requires continued collaboration to address effectively. Money laundering and shell companies pose significant challenges to financial systems. Illegal mining presents its own set of concerns. Unlike money laundering, which aims to conceal the origins of illicit funds, illegal mining involves the unauthorized extraction of natural resources. Illegal mining encompasses all mining activities conducted without the necessary permissions and licenses granted by the state, in violation of established mineral transportation limits, and in the absence of proper land rights. According to estimates by the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, the illegal mining accounts for about 20% of global gold production and contributes to deforestation, water pollution, and the destruction of wildlife habitats. In regions such as the Amazon rainforest, illegal mining operations often involve the use of mercury, leading to serious health risks for both miners and local communities. Furthermore, illegal mining is often linked to organized crime networks and the financing of armed conflicts, exacerbating social instability and undermining the rule of law. Efforts to combat illegal mining require a combination of stringent regulations, law enforcement, community engagement, and international cooperation to address the complex and multifaceted issue. Another illicit trade that plagues societies worldwide is human trafficking. Human trafficking, a grave violation of human rights, encompasses the abhorrent trade of individuals, exploiting them for the purpose of forced labor, and engaging in illicit practices such as organ trafficking, surgery coercion, and forced marriages. The scope of human trafficking is staggering, with an estimated international trade value surpassing a staggering $30 billion as reported in 2010. Shockingly, more than 30% of individuals subjected to trafficking are under the age of 18, robbed of their innocence and forced into a nightmarish existence. Efforts to combat human trafficking require international cooperation, legal frameworks, and targeted interventions to address its root causes. It is crucial to raise awareness, support survivors, and hold perpetrators accountable to end this modern-day slavery. Moreover, a reprehensible illegal business activity that demands our attention is logging. Illegal logging is another significant illegal activity that has far-reaching consequences. It involves the cutting, harvesting, and trading of timber, in violation of laws and regulations set by governing bodies. In terms of environmental impact, illegal logging contributes to deforestation, which disrupts delicate ecosystems and threatens biodiversity. Illegal logging refers to the unauthorized harvesting, trade, and purchase of wood or timber, defying national laws and government consent. It extends beyond just harvesting and encompasses illegal processing, exportation, tax evasion, custom fraud, and fake certifications. This detrimental practice wreaks havoc on ecosystems, accelerates deforestation, threatens biodiversity, and increases the risk of natural disasters. Indigenous communities and local populations suffer the most, losing their livelihoods and cultural heritage. Combating illegal logging requires stringent regulation, sustainable forest management, transparency in the timber supply chain, and global collaboration. Preserving forests and their invaluable benefits remains an urgent priority. Another very popular and the most frequent illegal activity that demands immediate attention is drug trafficking. Drug trafficking is a pervasive and highly perilous illicit industry that spans across the globe. It encompasses the production, distribution, and sale of illegal substances, posing significant challenges to law enforcement agencies worldwide. According to a report by the United Nations, the global illegal drug trade generated an estimated revenue of approximately $320 billion in 2003. However, by 2016, this tragedy figure had escalated to an estimated $500 billion, highlighting the alarming growth of this criminal enterprise. According to reports from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, during the 90s, illegal drug claimed the lives of around 5% of the total US population annually. In recent years, the advent of the internet and advancements in technology have contributed to the emergence of small to medium-scale online drug trades. Online platforms and the dark web have provided opportunities for drug traffickers to reach a border market, making the issue even more complex and challenging to combat. The anonymity and convenience offered by online platforms have attracted both buyers and sellers, facilitating the illegal drug trade in new and unprecedented ways. Efforts to counter drug trafficking involve the collaboration of international organizations, law enforcement agencies, and governments worldwide. These endeavors encompass strategies such as intelligence sharing, border control, law enforcement operations, and prevention programs aimed at reducing demand and providing support for addiction treatment. Furthermore, significant investigations are being made in research and development to discover more effective ways to combat the production and distribution of illegal drugs. The fight against drug trafficking remains a critical global challenge. Through sustained international cooperation, targeted law enforcement efforts, and comprehensive drug abuse prevention and treatment initiatives, there is hope for mitigating the devastating impact of drug trafficking on individuals, communities, and societies at large. In addition to drug trafficking, a little different illicit industry that poses significant challenges is counterfeiting. Counterfeiting refers to the production and distribution of unauthorized replicas of genuine products. These counterfeit goods are essentially fake versions that imitate the appearance and branding of the original items. Counterfeiting encompasses a wide range of products, including clothing, shoes, electronic devices, artworks, pirate softwares, and movies. According to the 2007 OECD report, the market of counterfeit goods crossed more than $250 billion worldwide. While many countries have implemented strict regulations and laws to combat counterfeiting, it remains an ongoing challenge. Despite efforts to crack down on counterfeit goods, the production and distribution of fake money have become a particularly pervasive issue in numerous countries. Counterfeit money poses a significant threat to economies as it undermines the stability of financial systems and erodes public trust in currency. To combat counterfeiting effectively, various strategies have been implemented. These include advanced security features on genuine products, such as holograms, unique serial numbers, and tamper-evident packaging. Counterfeit goods often fail to meet quality and safety standards, posing risks to consumers. Moreover, the profits generated from counterfeiting operations often support organized crime and other illegal activities. As technology continues to advance and pose new challenges, other area of concern arises in the form of unethical hacking and cyber attacks. Hacking and cyber attacks have undergone a significant transformation in recent years. In the past, computer enthusiasts with exceptional skills would often breach other systems purely to the thrill or to engage in some form of societal activism. However, the landscape changed dramatically with the advent of the 21st century. A report highlights that in 2016 alone, global cyber attacks cost numerous companies an estimated total of over $450 billion. This massive financial loss encompasses not only the direct costs incurred by the targeted organizations, but also includes the value of countless stolen documents and records. Moreover, cyber attacks have become increasingly sophisticated over time. Hackers employ advanced techniques such as social engineering, malware propagation, and exploiting vulnerabilities in computer systems and networks. They consistently adapt and refine their methods, making it challenging for companies to protect their sensitive data and critical infrastructure effectively. To combat this growing threat, governments and organizations worldwide have investigated significant resources into strengthening their cybersecurity measures. They employ cybersecurity experts, develop advanced defense systems, and collaborate with international law enforcement agencies to investigate and prosecute cyber criminals. As technology continues to advance, the battle between hackers and cybersecurity professionals escalates. It is crucial for companies and individuals to remain vigilant, continuously update their security measures, and adopt a proactive approach to safeguard their digital assets against the ever-evolving landscape of cyber threats. Thank you for venturing into the world of illegal businesses with me. I hope this exploration has provided valuable insights into the realm of illicit activities. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more captivated content. See you in the next one!